This building that I mistook for a Buddhist temple at first turns out to be the clan house of the Khoo family, usually anglicized, it seems, as Khoo. They have been movers and shakers in Penang for quite literally generations. They bought up land nearly 200 years ago, which is what you see here and some distance beyond. And they are the main names in Penang's Chinatown. Now, while the first floor we went through is something like a museum, going through the history of the Khoo clan as well as the Chinese experience in Penang in particular and Malaysia in general, it looks like this second floor, which normally isn't customary for Chinese buildings, but this is Malaysia and they have their own touch to it. This part is, in fact, as soon as I step over this, more of a temple. Including naming and honoring ancestors. The main section in the middle has images of ancestors going back generations, even beyond the ones labeled in the smaller niches on the sides, as well as a very ornate altar in the very center. And according to our guide, there are no nails involved in this construction. It is all joined together, like Lincoln log kind of structure, and has been up for the better part of 2 centuries. Our guide makes an interesting point about the nature of Georgetown. At this point, within certain boundaries, you cannot do anything with your home because they're that old and they're trying to preserve it. There are some areas where you can do things with the house on the inside but can't do anything with the facade. And meanwhile, the younger generation is getting out into the cities and making a living and needing cars. And then they come back here to Penang and there's nowhere to park. As a result, the younger generation is sort of moving out of Penang and the land's being snapped up by foreigners who find this a colorful place to live. But soon we're running out of locals and too heavy on foreigners. Or so it seems like it might just be if we aren't careful. It would seem that the Chinese asked for 5 different blessings. Unfortunately, I could only catch 3 out of the 5. And when I asked my guide later on, she couldn't remember the last 2 either. But the first 3 are fairly straightforward. You want wealth and health and longevity, and I think the 4th one might have had to do with harmony or balance, what the Japanese call wa, and which is embodied in the concept of feng shui. But I'm not entirely certain, and I certainly didn't catch the last one. So I guess there's only so much that I can ask for.